Hey y'all, we're gonna get us a reading for the sign of Pisces. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button, so I'm gonna cut the deck and get into it with the main energy for the sign of Pisces. Now, when I was doing my pre-shuffle, the first card that landed like on the bottom of the deck said thirst for truth or something like that. So it's like, I feel like somebody might be seeking some type of clarity in the situation. You know, I'm not exactly sure who this is, that's seeking this clarity, but then again, it landed on vulnerability. So understand that this is during my pre-shuffle. So the first card out we have for the main energy is shame and guilt. It says, feel them without judgment or self-criticism. Mistakes do not define your worth. So somebody might be in a position right now where they're feeling a little guilty, and a little bit shameful. This may have a lot to do with decisions that they made. And you have competitive. Beware the relentless pursuit of success at the expense of other values. So somebody feels as if, they may have necessarily lowered their values or something like that. This person may have tried to compete with you in some way, shape, or form, and they feeling shameful and guilty that they tried to compete with you. You have entitled in the reverse. So it's like, I don't know. This person may have expected some type of special treatment from you, or felt as if you expected some type of special treatment or whatnot. You know what I mean? But it's like, that wasn't true. Because again, all my cards is in the upright and that flipped around in the reverse. So you definitely did not have a sense of entitlement. And with this discernment being next, it's like, again, this is simply what you did. You know what I mean? Don't run from difficult emotions. Sit with them and allow them to shift. Or somebody might be coming to the realization that they, was moving with the sense of entitlement or something like that. You have tunnel vision. It say consumes thoughts and emotions often blinding you to bigger picture. So somebody is feeling very guilty and shameful because they chose to compete in a situation where it really seems like they should not have been competing. They may have had a misunderstanding. Somebody is now choosing to use their discernment is what it seems like. But with this tunnel vision, it's like they stuck in their mind or stuck in their head, their emotions or something like that. They having a power struggle. It's a desire for recognition or the need to assert your authority over others. So it's like, and again, thirst for the truth. It's like you're not allowing this person, to involve you in this power struggle is what that is. And I feel like this person might be, it's like they feel in a certain type of way. They're starting to feel shameful. Again, it's not only about the choices that they have made now. It's like past choices, and also I feel like you're no longer giving this person this special treatment. You're using your discernment again. And they still stuck in their thoughts. But again, thirst for truth. You know what I mean when I split the deck? It's a hidden emotions or secrets need to be acknowledged and addressed for growth. You have need validation. It's a seeking reassurance for your achievements, emotions, or decisions. Resentment. It often festers, causing a desire for revenge. Materialism, relentlessly pursuing wealth and possessions and putting them above the care for others. Being the victim, blaming external factors for your problems, being culpable for your actions. I don't even know if I said that right. But this person, understand, I really feel like this is this other person in your energy, right? It's always somebody else in your energy. And now what I'm realizing is that this energy is actually coming out the way it is through the cards, because these are situations where you may have had a thirst for truth. This could be some stuff where it's like, that you're aware of how somebody was moving with you, with the energy that they were choosing to handle you with, I guess, more so to speak. It's like you're aware of it, but you don't know the full extent of it. And for some of y'all was wondering if this person was like getting their karma, or if they really was gonna get their karma to the full extent, or you know what I mean? Because some of y'all done separated yourself from this person, therefore you're unaware of the different things that this person is going through. And I feel like the readings that you get is more so just validation that, things playing out the way that they supposed to play out. It's like, yeah, you were wronged in a situation. You getting the confirmation that yes, you was wrong, and yes, things are being handled. You know what I mean? So again, with this thirst for truth, it need validation, and resentment, materialism, being victim. So somebody also with this resentment and being victim, it's like their materialism is sitting in the middle of that. You know what I mean? So this may have something to do with the way that you manifest, or the way that this person's manifested, something like that. It's like the key to unlocking your mind is more so letting go of this victim mentality. Like some of y'all striving too hard for the truth. Like you want the truth too bad, if that makes sense. It's like it's almost clouding your judgment, you know what I mean, to a certain degree. And with this being victim, I'm just saying, you have vulnerability. It says face hidden anxieties and insecurities head on and don't let them control you. So this may have been something that you learned to do. You know what I mean? You got faith and fears came out right underneath that, or next to that in reverse. So somebody is afraid of being vulnerable. That may be a big fear of yours or whatnot. I feel like that might be something, coming from your past, in past experiences, when you decided to lay, things on the table and be open with people in certain situations, it didn't go how you necessarily wanted it to go. So it's like now you're more, it makes you feel very uneasy. So you're being told like to face your fears, you know what I mean? And again, some of you guys, it's like this person was real good with the way that they was, like with this competitiveness, getting you to do this volleyball effect, like back and forth with your mind. So it's like you may even question the different things that you did, and if you could have done something to more so deserve it, it's like what I'm getting. It's like, yeah, no. You know what I mean? Release that. Let that go too. Let that go. You have no boundaries, right? It's difficult to establish healthy respect. Take care to ensure your needs are met. So with this card, I feel like you're being told more so to lay boundaries if you have not. And if you have, you know what I mean, make sure that you do. Or make sure that you're continuing to stand firm on it. You know what I mean? A person is not going to know how to treat you, or not going to know, the different things that you will and will not accept if you don't have any boundaries. It's almost like you have to teach people how to treat you, if that makes sense. Versus in the past, you see from you allowing people to handle you however it is that they choose to handle you, it just has not worked. Because with no boundaries, you get a lack of empathy. It's unable to truly understand others, leading to conflict and lack of compassion. So it's like it's a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a misunderstanding when you don't have boundaries. And see, toxic. It say you may be projecting your unresolved issues onto others. Don't cause them harm. See, so understand that too. With this lack of empathy, it more so makes you come off as being like a toxic person. See, my main thing with all of this, I always say that no matter what happens in these different situations, that you need to show up how you're supposed to show up. And the best thing that you can do is to always still keep your heart pure. You know what I mean? Still stay innocent at heart. You know, because most of these things, it's like the cliche metaphors that you were told as a child, like the main one be like misery, love, and company. Understand that this is what this means. Like you once was dealing with a person, or you're in the process of getting away from a person who was very miserable. And because they were miserable, they were deciding to project different things onto you. They were deciding to challenge you in different ways. They were deciding to compete with you, on different levels. And it was more so a whole game of playing with your mental in order to get you to lower your confidence. Your confidence is going to be the main one, because, your confidence is going to have a lot to do with, like, the way that you take care of yourself, the way that you think, the actions that you take. It's like this person wanted you to feel as if, you were weighed down, like you wasn't able to achieve a lot of the things that you actually are very well able to achieve, if you're paying attention. Because it's like, the way that this other energy is showing up is something that you have removed from your space. So it's like somebody is no longer able to project the things that they once were able to on you. You have overthinking. It's analyzing every possible outcome and becoming paralyzed by indecision. So that may be something that you do, before you actually move forward on taking a decision. You might do a lot of overthinking. So I say that you meditate more, you know what I mean? The more that you're able to quiet your mind, you're able to get a lot more clear communication, a lot more clear, mental clarity, like your decision making becomes a lot more easy because you begin to question yourself less. So that meditating is going to be a big one, when it comes to this overthinking. And then again, also trust yourself, You got to trust yourself. Don't be stubborn. I'm going to read it to you this way, and then we're going to come back across, right? We have can't forgive. So you might be overthinking a situation where you feel like you can't forgive something that somebody did, or, somebody else is overthinking a situation where they feel like they can't forgive you. It says a heavy burden holds you captive in the past, trapping you in a cycle of resentment. And we got resentment already up here. So somebody is holding on to something, I kid you not. It's like they feel like they was wrong, but with this arrogance, it's like it's coming from an arrogant place. Like somebody is still refusing to accept accountability, like hold themselves, hold themselves accountable for the decisions that they was making. And it seems like you done more so adapted to this situation. Because with this intolerance, it's like you ain't got time for it. You ain't got time for it. And you see the threat in the situation, rather it be an opportunity to grow, because it's a power struggle. Because this person is resistant to change, and it's causing a whole lot of procrastination between y'all. Because they won't heal with this healing clarity. But I feel like that's something that you realize. It's like with this judgment, you notice that this person had a lack of awareness, I'm telling you. And you decided to get yourself up out of this situation. So with that unfrozen energy, you decided to move around. You had to elevate from this process, I'm telling you. And it's like this person, so you got unfrozen in reverse. This person is frozen. They're frozen in arrogance because they overthinking something that they feel like they cannot forgive. Like I said, this person don't know how to adapt. Somebody needs to heal. So understand that even if this is your energy, like somebody is feeling very shameful and guilty about the competitiveness, you know, that they had in a situation where they were more so feeling entitled. Like somebody thought that they were supposed to get special treatments. They thought that they were supposed to get special. I don't even know what words to put it in outside of the special treatment. You know how it is when a person has a sense of entitlement. Instead of using their discernment, they had tunnel vision. You know, they only wanted to go for whatever it was that they decided they wanted to go for. This person ignored plenty of warnings. They ignored plenty of messages. They ignored you, if it makes sense. Because you was even tapped in with this person, like you was letting them know how you were feeling all along. Like this person used to have dreams with you, I'm telling you. Like for real. And somebody now is looking for like truth in the situation. They need some type of validation because they're holding on to a resentment. Some type of resentments. It's like it's something that they can't let go. And again, it's messing with the way that they manifest. Because they're more so stuck in the position of playing the victim, being the victim. And somebody needs to learn to be more vulnerable and face their fears, in which they not. Like they're refusing to face their fears. And they're refusing to respect boundaries. Like they still, you know, this person is still stuck in their ways, moving however it is that they choose to move. And the way that they're choosing to move is with a lack of empathy. They don't care how anything is affecting anybody else. They don't care how anybody else feels. They refuse to see things from another person's perspective. They're completely disconnected. It's like they want to have conflict with you. They want to have a problem. And if this is you, it's like you want to have a problem. Because somebody is deciding to be toxic. Again, misery loves company. Like they choosing the lower route. They're choosing not to heal. Not to move forward. Because they're overthinking a situation where they feel like they can't forgive something. It has something to do with betrayal, like whatever it is that this person did to you. Somebody feel like somebody really, really held them back, like intentionally held them back. Or did different things to them. And it's like the way that you or this other person is weighing their options is more so like the type of things that you put up with from the other person. It's like you feel like somebody was supposed to put up with whatever it was that was being dished. Or they feel like, you know, you're supposed to put up with whatever it was. It's like they're still moving with the arrogance. Because I feel like even if it was anything, you know, that came about between you guys in the past, in which I'm feeling like this may have been like a long-term relationship or connection, you know, that you had with this person. A lot of things that have taken place that they're holding against you is things that you did before you were healed. It's things that you did before you came across your spiritual journey. It's things that you did before your growth. You know what I mean? But because of the things that you did, it's like this person is refusing to acknowledge your growth. They're refusing to take it serious. You know, they're refusing like to acknowledge you as who you are, you know, in today's day and age. It's like they're feeling like it's no way that you could have grown, or they're respecting your growth because one, they don't have boundaries, and then two, they haven't grown any. And because they haven't grown, you know, they're being very arrogant to the fact of anybody else being able to grow. It's like they're frozen. They stuck where they are right now. They're stuck in time. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna say right now. They stuck way back when. It's when they stuck. I don't know why I heard 07. Look, 07. Somebody is stuck, like, in the past. They stuck. And yeah, they need to do some healing. Do some healing. And say amplify your emotions and bring your shadow to the surface to heal them. It's like somebody, again, though, they're refusing to hold themselves accountable. So they're just feeling shame and guilt. But understand that the shame and guilt is not even necessarily because they chose to compete with you. Their shame and guilt is because they were not able to beat you. They were not able to take you down. Like, this person thought that they were special, but they didn't know how to use their discernment. They more so just was focused on whatever it was they was focused on. They was focused on being the victim with this toxic energy instead of healing. Like, for real, for real. Shame and guilt, thirst for true vulnerability, overthinking. Yeah. They salty about things being balanced out. Because it almost placed them in a position where they have to be vulnerable. Because either way it goes, certain things are being exposed, you know, when it comes to this person, when it comes to different situations, again, different actions that this person has taken when it came to them being in this competitive nature. So, yeah, it just is what it is, you know. You do some more healing too. Do some more cleansing to more so remove the energy from your atmosphere. It's like you're definitely growing. You know, you definitely progressing. You're doing exactly what it is that you need to do. It's just last little lingering energy. Understand the different time span or whatnot like that we in. We still in Mercury retrograde. We just had the Lion Gate close. We just had the full moon, blue full moon in Aquarius. Like, you know, it's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of things being eliminated. It's a lot of it's like fears being faced or things being exposed, you know. It's like it's not an in-between. Where people was more so able to keep themselves in this victim mentality in the past, it's like the universe is no longer allowing that to take place. Again, either accept accountability or be exposed, you know what I mean? And you got a lot of people that's choosing still to play the victim, therefore it's like they're suffering, you know, and that's their karma. But, hey, it is what it is, and that was your read, Pisces.